Why would you put that into the atmosphere?
1, 2.
Oh! There it is!
On October 31st, in Riyadh, the capital of Saudi Arabia, one of the strangest combat events in the world took place, the Power Slap World Championship. At first glance, it looked like a brutal joke. Two men take turns slapping each other across the face until one can't stand up.
2.
But this time, it caught massive attention in China because one of the contestants was Zhao Honggang, a ninth generation heir of Tongbei Quan, a traditional Chinese martial art recognized as part of China's intangible cultural heritage. Many people saw Zhao's participation as a symbolic moment, traditional kung fu finally stepping onto the world's modern fighting stage, but no one expected how it would end. Before we talk about Zhao, let's understand this bizarre sport. The rules are simple. Two people stand across a tall podium. They take turns, one slaps, the other just stands there holding a bar behind their back. No dodging, no blocking, so the slap must be with an open palm, feet flat on the ground. You can't hit the eyes, ears, or temples, just one clean strike to the cheek. The match usually lasts just 3 to 5 rounds, and whoever knocks the other person down first wins. I know it may look ridiculous, but it's officially sanctioned. The sport originated in Eastern Europe, where farmers used to do it for fun, testing who was the toughest. Then the videos went viral online, eventually catching the attention of Dana White, the president of the UFC.
The deal that I just cut for Slap is bigger than the UFC deal we cut with Spike TV after the first season of The Ultimate Fighter. I don't give a shit what the media says about it. They don't matter.
In 2023, he turned it into a professional league called Power Slap, signing over 100 fighters worldwide. The sport quickly gained popularity for its simplicity and its danger. In 2021, a Polish competitor actually died from brain trauma during a match. And this is the world Zhao Honggang was about to enter. On the other hand, Zhao grew up poor and never went to college. He did every job he could find: construction, security, mechanics, until he discovered parkour. His athleticism earned him some recognition, and before the pandemic, he even opened a small training gym in Beijing teaching parkour and martial arts. Then COVID hit, his gym shut down, his savings disappeared, and his life fell apart. To escape depression, he took a 40-day motorcycle trip through Tibet. When he returned, he met Chen, the 8th generation master of Tongbei Quan, a martial art inspired by the movements of gibbons known for long whipping strikes. Under Chen's mentorship, Zhao trained relentlessly. They even went viral for breaking bricks, crushing wrenches, and smashing metal bars barehanded, demonstrations of internal power that drew huge online audiences. But Zhao wanted something more, a way to prove that traditional martial arts weren't just for show. Through mutual contracts, possibly even through UFC fighter Zhang Weili, Zhao was introduced to Dana White himself. Impressed by Zhao's break-smashing skills, White signed him for 6 professional power slap matches over 30 months. Zhao's nickname became the Chinese Slap Master. To prepare, he and his teacher trained day and night. They toughened his neck, drilled palm strikes, and practiced taking hits without flinching. By October, Zhao's arms were thicker, his body stronger, and he was ready to represent China on the world stage. He even carried a banner reading, "Carrying the spirit of Tongbei Quan, I will not return home unless I win." Zhao's opponent was Amat. Correct me if I'm wrong. He's a 25-year-old fighter from Kazakhstan with a background in boxing. Although both weighed about 155 pounds, Muhammad had recently cut weight and was normally 20 pounds heavier, giving him a bigger power advantage. At the weigh-in, Zhao wore a town suit, his opponent wore a tracksuit, and the tension was obvious. When the match began, Muhammad drew first, and in slap fighting, that's huge. Statistically, whoever slaps first wins 65% of the time. Muhammad wound up, twisted his hips, and unleashed a brutal strike. Zhao's head snapped sideways, blood poured from his brow. He could have stopped there, but he refused. After quick medical checks, he continued the fight. Then it was Zhao's turn. Zhao's slap landed clean, but lacked the full body power. He relied too much on his shoulder rather than his legs and core. Muhammad barely flinched. In the next round, Muhammad struck again, this time on the same injured side. Zhao's eyes swelled shut, his vision blurred, but still he stood. Round 3, Muhammad's right arm was injured from the force of his own strikes, so he switched to his left hand. Zhao braced himself, the slap landed like a hammer. Zhao's body went limp, collapsing forward into the podium before falling to the ground, unconscious. Zhao was rushed to the hospital with facial injuries and stitches. His teacher watching from China was live streaming commentary during the match and fell silent when Zhao went down. Afterward, he quietly changed his social media bio from Tongbei Master to Pigeon Enthusiast, seemingly distancing himself from the event. When Zhao returned home days later, he was greeted at the airport with flowers. He said he was fine, just a few stitches, and insisted he had no regrets. But online, the debate exploded. Many called the fight another humiliation for traditional Chinese martial arts, comparing it to previous viral defeats of self-proclaiming Kung Fu masters. Others like MMA fighter Zhang Weili defended Zhao, saying you can't compare breaking bricks to hitting people. When you hit a hard object, you learn to pull back. In combat, power must penetrate, not bounce off. Zhang also pointed out Zhao's disadvantage, his lighter weight and lack of real sparring experience. Still, he praised Zhao's courage for stepping into a real fight at all, something many martial artists never dared to do. Zhao Honggang's story is tragic and inspiring at the same time. He wasn't a scammer or a fake master, just a man who wanted to prove that old-school Chinese martial arts could still hold their ground in the modern combat world. He failed, yes, but failure on the international stage is still progress. If Chinese martial arts ever want to evolve beyond myths and movies, they'll have to face reality just like Zhao did. Win or lose, someone has to step into the ring first.